Peace didn't disappear. Your body just doesn't trust it yet. You keep thinking the calm you asked for is ignoring you. But the truth is simpler and sharper than that. The peace and calm is here. Your body just doesn't believe it's safe. Let me tell you the part that no one names. You've prayed, you've called in peace, you said your affirmations, you've done all the things. You've healed something big. You dropped an old weight, you shifted a mindset. And for a moment, you felt lighter, bigger, brighter, better than ever. You could do anything. But instead of relaxing, your body waited for the bottom to fall out, waited for the next hit, waited for chaos it learned to expect, that is always lurking around the corner. You wanted calm, but your body expected danger. Not because you failed or is somehow unworthy, but because calm never really felt like home to you. It hasn't been your natural state of being, a part of who you truly are. You've chased that feeling. You've had glimpses of it. You've flowed in and out of it, sometimes not even knowing how you did it. And then thinking an afternoon or a self-care day of rest was it. And if you're honest with yourself, deep down you were silently asking to be rescued, wondering when it'll be your turn, performing acts of peace just to check off a box and to look like what you wanted to really happen deep inside. Here's the divide. You're tired of performing calm. You want to feel it in your body for real this time. But your body still remembers a world where calm meant, girl, you better stay alert. Where silence meant something is definitely wrong. Where stillness meant, girl, brace yourself. See, that gap between what you want and what your body expects, that's where the discomfort lives. Not in failure, not in your worth. It's in your muscle memory. See, I know that gap very well. There were moments when I finally healed something, some type of trauma, some type of stinking thinking, low-level thinking, and I finally felt the relief. And then my body still panicked. I'd manifest something good, and it didn't matter how big or how small it was. And I would still feel like I couldn't keep it. Like it would slip away, like the universe would change its mind. Like the rug would just be yanked out from up under me. Not because I didn't trust the blessing itself, because I just didn't know how to hold on to it. And every time I reached a higher level, the silence felt like abandonment. The stillness felt like punishment. I thought God stopped talking to me. And people would tell me, well, the teacher doesn't talk during a test. So of course I thought I missed the mark somehow. And then that would lead me into trying to fix myself into worthiness. I would go down a rabbit hole trying to seek answers and analyze all the advice I got from various sources. And none of them satisfied my soul. I thought I had to stay busy to stay safe. But really, My nervous system just didn't know what calm felt like. So if peace feels strange to you, that's not rejection. It's recognition of the very thing you've prayed and called in. Let me say this clearly, my dear. Your body isn't resisting peace. It's just repeating what kept you alive so far. And that's the whole honest truth. You survived chaos, rejection, pain, betrayal, and loss. So much loss. You take 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards. You've adapted to loud rooms, loud people, loud and consistent problems. Your body learned to stay ready. They used to say, well, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Well, guess what? Your body learned that too. See, peace makes you feel vulnerable, exposed, and weak, because chaos trained you to stay vigilant, armed. This is resilience. Well, guess what? This isn't sabotage. This isn't self-hate. This isn't a you're broken moment. This is survival still doing its job. And it's done its job quite well because you're still in overdrive. You asked, why can't I feel safe in my own body? Because safety wasn't protection, my dear. Alertness was. And your nervous system doesn't change just because your mind decided it was time to calm down. It changes when you stop calling chaos comfort. See, we wear our pain and our struggles so long, not only do they become security blankets, it becomes a part of our identity as well. Here's what you haven't heard enough. Listen up. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Peace isn't weak. Peace isn't boring. Peace is supposed to be a natural way of life. Peace isn't the absence of danger. Peace is what happens when danger stops being your identity. But when you've lived in chaos, peace feels like nothing. And nothing feels like danger. So your body grabs for the noise again because it's so familiar. Not because you love chaos, but because the quiet feels like a trap. You prayed for calm. You manifested peace and calm. You created calm. But the moment it arrived, your body thought it was losing control. Because calm requires trust. And I can't tell you how many women who craves the calm, who craves the soft power, but do not trust. I know, because that was once me. And that's not failure. That's just history. And now, your beautiful self is rebuilding wiring it now. So, think of your system like a smoke alarm. Loud doesn't mean real fire. It just means the alarm is sensitive and it's working. Your body isn't telling you there's danger. It's telling you it remembers danger. That's why peace feels wrong. Not because it is, but because you weren't taught how safe feels. And now that you're meeting it, your alarm is going off, not knowing the real threat is gone. Your work isn't to fight the alarm. It's to recognize that you're not in a burning house anymore. You're not failing at peace, my dear. Your body is now learning what it is. Listen, peace isn't ignoring you. It's waiting for you to stop proving you deserve it, or calling it a test, or calling it something else that it's not. You don't have to earn peace and calm. You don't have to perform stability. You don't have to fake it till you make it. You don't even have to hold your breath around good things. Your body can learn a new home. And it starts so small. A pause. A breath. A soft moment where you don't jump or flinch. A tiny second where your shoulders drop and nothing bad happens. That's the doorway. That's how your system learns. I'm safe now. Peace isn't calling you because you're not lost. You're right here, and your body is catching up. If this hits a part of you that is tired of pretending calm, the paired SoulFire Soundscape for this episode will help your body settle without forcing anything. Use it tonight or tomorrow or whenever you're done fighting silence. And if you want more SoulFires like this, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. You're learning peace, not chasing it. Thanks for watching.